त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धना मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्.
Swami Sarnamayappa. Today we are starting a pilgrimage to Sabarimala. Sabarimala Sri Ayyappan Temple is a Hindu temple that is devoted to the worship of Lord Ayyappa, also known as Dharmasastha. Irumudi is the most important component of pilgrimage to Sabarimala. The Irumudi is prepared under the surveillance of Guru Swami, and preparing Irumudi is known as the Kettu Nira or Pallikettu. The Irumudi Kettu is carried by devotees who have observed 41 days of Viradam. The Irumudi is essential to step the 18 steps that leads to the shrine of Lord Ayyappa. Devotees without Irumudi Kettu are not allowed to pass through the stairway to reach the shrine. The concept of Naitanga has a very higher spiritual meaning. The coconut carried to the shrine is considered as a representation of human body, which has to be kept clean internally and externally. As part of external cleaning, it has to be cleaned thoroughly, and the fiber and all small particles around should be rubbed off and should be kept clean and smooth. It symbolizes the purity of the devotee's body. Secondly, the coconut water is drained out through a small opening made on the end of the coconut. The drainage of sweetened water symbolizes the cleansing of inner sense of sensual pressure. It shows that the inner self of devotees is emptied and getting ready to get filled with pure life source. Filling the emptied coconut with ghee symbolizes this concept. Naithenga or Mudratenga or ghee coconut signifies purified devotee. Each Naithenga signifies physically and spiritually cleansed devotee who is ready to surrender completely before Lord Ayyappa. The ghee is used for Abhishekam and the emptied coconut is put to burn outside. It shows that the body perishes but the cleansed inner self reaches the Almighty. Ayyappa devotees perform Petatullal at Ermeli. The dance symbolizes the victory achieved over demon Mahishasura by Lord Ayyappa, Vavar Swami, Ambalapura Sangam and Alankodu Sangam. The entire ceremony is performed in front of the Erimeli Vavar Mosque and Peta Sri Dharmasastha Temple. Petatullal is a symbolic representation of a community against the uprising of adharma or injustice. By slaying the demoness Mahashi, Ayyappa empowered the people by saying that unity is the key of social transformation. Pamba is the place of Triveni Sangamam. Pamba and Sabarimala Sannidhanam are two essential points in the pilgrimage to the Sabarimala temple dedicated to Lord Ayyappa. The Sabarimala temple is a symbol of faith, devotion and spirituality for millions of devotees worldwide. The pilgrimage typically begins at Pamba, where devotees cleanse themselves in the holy river before ascending the sacred path to the temple at Sabarimala Sannidhanam. First, there are initial steps to reach the Pampa Ganapati temple. There are around 50 to 60 steps. Most people feel very comfortable with these steps without knowing what is in the store for them. A little descent will lead you to the tender coconut shop. In fact, this will be the only descent that you would see in the next 2 hours or so. Moving further from this shop, you can find two paths splitting. One is the traditional path through the Nilimala Apache Medu, and the other route is called the Swami Ayyappan Road. The first hill that needs to be crossed by the pilgrims to reach Sabarimala from Pamba is called Nilimala. The Nilimala is a massive hill rising to around 4,000 feet from the mean sea level. A long sheltered path welcomes the pilgrimage for the first 2 to 3 minutes. The climb is just manageable. After the initial 200 meters, Nilimala shows its true color. The pilgrims traveling to Sabarimala for the first time will be stuck by the steepness of Neelimala. The gradient of the climb keeps on increasing minute by minute, and at one stage the gradient becomes almost 60 degrees. The key to climb this hill effectively is to move at the slow pace without rushing and taking constant breaks in between while trekking from Pamba to Sannidhana. Moving forward, the path becomes more challenging than before. Even a fittest of the pilgrims will be exhausted after the first 1 hour or so. Apachimedu is the topmost point of Neelimala. After climbing the mighty hill for an hour or so, you will reach the point called Apachimedu. This point serves as a resting place for pilgrims after the hard climb of Neelimala. So the first timer can never judge the hill by just looking at the path. The beauty of the hill lies in fact that every time you climb this hill, you tend to get a new challenge and experience. Apachimedu provides a beautiful view of the surrounding hills as its deep valley on both the sides. Pilgrims throw of rice balls here to calm down the evil spirit. After this offering, pilgrims continue the journey. The Apachimedu climb is even more steeper and trickier. In fact, the Apachimedu trek was once considered the toughest part of the entire Sabarimala pilgrimage. And one thing to remember is there is no bottled waters available throughout. Pilgrims can get medicated water which is provided by the Ayyappa Seva Sangam volunteers. However, most of these facilities are present only in the peak season. The next significant point is the Sabri Peedam. Saramkuti is a very important pilgrim spot on the way to Sabarimala. Kanniswamis leaves the wooden arrow. According to legend, this is the spot where Lord Ayyappa dropped his arrows. After Sabaripedam, the pilgrims can take a leisurely walk to a place called Marakootam. This place has a lot of small shops and restaurants to cater the needs of pilgrims. Next comes the most important part of this entire Sabarimala pilgrimage, the Padanetampadi or the Holy 18 Steps. At the very site of the holy steps, pilgrims chant Sharanagosham with utmost devotion. Pilgrims break coconuts that they carry in their irumudi on either side of Padanetampadi. Only pilgrims carrying the sacred irumudi bag are allowed to climb the holy steps. Climbing the Padanetampadi is a feeling that cannot be explained but has to be experienced. After this, the pilgrims need to take a flyover to reach the main shrine of Lord Ayyappa. Almost everyone waiting in the queue have a common motive of getting a glimpse of the favorite deity to seek his blessings. The Saranagosham increase and one can feel the vibration as he nears the sanctum. On the very sight of Ayyappa, one loses himself completely. What a powerful place it is. All your egos are blown away at that moment. One completely surrenders before the Almighty. After all the challenges and difficulties one faced during the Viradam period and during the climb was for a sole reason of getting his darshan. The Maligapuram shrine can be accessed through the flyover that is present at the exit of the main Ayyappa shrine. The return journey would be a leisure walk for about 2.5 kilometers. Pilgrims need to descend down mountain away of Apachimedu and Neelimala to reach the bottom. The sheer loftiness of the hill makes pilgrims wonder how they made it to the top. In fact, the actual steepness of the hill is clearly visible during the descent. Pilgrims may become more cheerful on the base of Neelimala that has marked the end of the trek. The pilgrims reach Pamba and return home by taking KSRTC bus to Nelakkal, where all the personal transports are parked. Swami Sharanamayappa.